Strong winds and developing waves are keeping most people off the streets and tucked in their homes in Virginia Beach this morning.
But the worst is yet to come. We have team coverage on the impact of Hurricane Isabel all along the mid-Atlantic.
This morning, the Weather Channel is under a storm alert as Hurricane Isabel will make its landfall in just a few hours. I'm Alexandra Steele.
And I'm Marshall Cease. From today on through the weekend, millions of people will feel the impact of Hurricane Isabel.
And the worst will come today as the storm comes ashore. Let's take a look now at the latest on Hurricane Isabel. Want to show you where the warnings are posted. They're posted all the way from North Carolina northward. So starting it off in Cape Fear, North Carolina, hurricane warnings posted, meaning hurricane conditions are possible within the next 24 hours. Tropical storm warnings posted all the way north through Washington, D.C. Want to show you also a satellite picture, and as it comes ashore, the winds and the rains coming on shore as well.
Now, the Weather Channel has a team of meteorologists along the mid-Atlantic coast to show the impact of this landfalling hurricane.
Bill Keneally is in Ocean City, Maryland. Covering the tidewater areas, Mike Seidel in Virginia Beach. Along the North Carolina coast, we have Jim Cantori in Kill Devil Hills. And Jeff Morrow is about 150 miles to the south near Morehead City.
Let's start out at Radio Island, North Carolina. That's near Morehead City with Jeff Morrow. Jeff, when is the worst of the storm expected to hit you? Looks like it's hitting now if you look at the satellite picture.
All right, well, Marshall, if you can see me, I know the picture's going to come and go here, but we're getting some pretty strong sustained winds here, probably between 45 and 60 miles an hour sustained. Maybe some brief higher gusts. It's really been rocked here. It's hard to keep the satellite picture up on the air, so we'll try to do the best we can. I'd say the worst of it, Marshall, probably in the next 3-4 hours. To around noontime or just a little bit after as the eye passes us by, we think, just off to our east and northeast and makes landfall up over Pamlico Sound and then continues on inland. And then from there on in, it should start to decrease. Seeing a lot of arcing on some of the power lines here across the little estuary that we have here over toward the Beaufort, North Carolina vicinity, and that town looks to be without power at this point. No reports of any overwash yet, but we're probably going to be getting some, but particularly from the sound side, not so much from the ocean at this point. Again, we'll try to keep reporting as long as we possibly can in these conditions. Let's get back to you.
Hey, Jeff, we're here on Virginia Beach, and once again, the winds continue to increase, now sustained at nearly 40 miles an hour, which is tropical storm force. We're getting gusts nearly 50 miles an hour. Check out the surf with this horizontal rain and sand just blasting us, and we've seen some of the crests of these waves hitting the top of the Virginia Beach Pier. You can see them out there, very dangerous surf, and obviously we're eating away at these beaches, which they just spent $85 million on replenishing. We'll come back now to the seawall and show you what's going on as far as the rearranging of the sand. Talk about some wind erosion. Look at how the sand has been piled up against the seawall. The extension of the seawall above the ground is about 4 feet, and over there down towards the south just a little bit, the sand is now up to the top of the seawall and is being blown over onto the boardwalk. It's only going to get worse throughout this afternoon. Combination of the wind and rain will knock down trees and knock out power. We'll be here to show it all to you from Virginia Beach. And again, low-lying areas have been evacuated. Marshall, Alexandra.
John Neese here with an update on Hurricane Isabel, taking a look at the latest Sky Tracker radar. The latest fix from the Hurricane Center places the center of Isabel about 100 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras. Very large eye with the hint of two eye walls. The strongest winds are with this outer eye wall band, which is only within about 50 miles of the coast, moving off to the northwest at about 15 miles per hour. So the strongest winds will likely reach the coast between, say, where Jeff Morrow is, near Morehead City, northward to Cape Hatteras by later this morning. Now, in terms of the size of this storm, this is a very large storm. We don't want to focus just on the location of the eye. These numbers that you see here are some of the sustained winds approaching tropical storm force, sustained winds at the coast with gusts well above tropical storm force. And notice some of the buoys offshore, the winds well into the tropical storm force range. In terms of the larger picture, This will be a significant event for coastal flooding and erosion up and down the coast from the North Carolina into the Virginia coast, Maryland, and New Jersey as well. So we don't want to focus just on the point of landfall, but there will be significant water rises up and down the coast. This is the projected path of Isabel as we take it through the day. It accelerates northward. The heaviest rain will be on the right-hand side of the track, so assuming that Isabel heads right up the middle here, we'll see some heavy rain spreading from northeastern North Carolina into eastern Virginia and eventually into Maryland and Pennsylvania by late tonight and tomorrow. Now here's Alexandra with more on the nation's weather.
All right, John, let's start with the nation's capital.